Hey there, and welcome to Friends Along the Way, a podcast where travel meets the stories and people who stay with us long after the trip ends. I'm Bethany, and in each episode, I'm going to sit down with a friend to share adventures, lessons, and those unexpected moments that turn strangers into friends. So grab your coffee or your boarding pass, and let's go on this adventure together. On today's episode, I'm joined by my friend Stephanie. At just 21 years old, she packed up and moved to Jordan with her ex boyfriend. This experience sparked her love for travel and shaped the way she sees the world. She's a spicy little Italian with a culturally rich perspective, and I can't wait for you to hear the stories and wisdom that she brings to the table. Well, hello, Stephanie.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm so excited.
No, me too. Thank you so much for stopping by, literally coming to my house and doing this with me and just chatting and catching up.
Of course.
So, you are a travel queen, and ever since I've known you, you've been everywhere. Whether it's to Italy, did you really go to Japan like a couple months ago, or
No,
was that fake?
no. So we were supposed to go to Japan, but I seen this video of this lady like with all these predictions, and predicted a tsunami hitting in July, which was the same month. And then
Yeah.
guess what? A tsunami just recently hit Japan
Oh my
in
gosh.
July. So we rescheduled it because I was too scared. And I was like, Japan's not going anywhere. We can just. But then there was like a big boom in the market. So we invested our money all into like crypto and stuff
Yeah.
instead. So good thing we did that and we waited, but it's still on the to do list.
Okay. Well, my stalker self. Do you remember posting this on Instagram? The different like Japanese products that you
Oh,
had?
yes.
Okay, that's why I thought you were in Japan. I'm like, oh, she went. She did it.
Oh my gosh. I went to China City in California.
Okay, here am I. I'm just speculating.
I went to go find some facial care, but honestly, I found this great spot in California, and they had all the products, which is why I wanted to go to Japan so bad.
Yeah.
Not other than the food, of course, and the culture, but the skin products.
Yeah.
So I found a store in LA when I was in California, and they had all the same products that I had on my list of items to get at the big store over there. So I found them all here, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy them all here since I'm not going to Japan.
Oh. Okay. I was
So
being a creeper and I thought that
it's all
you
good.
went. But what else do you expect
I
from
know.
me? Come on. If you're not sharing your location with me, anybody, I'm going to speculate. I'm going to speculate. But have you seen there is a girl that posted a video and her husband went over to Turkey and got like all of this stuff done. Like she got brand new glasses for $60
Oh yeah.
or they went did this whole treatment and it was really cheap compared
Oh
to
my
over
gosh.
here.
I literally just sent a reel to my group of friends and also to Vincent, my boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we need to go to Turkey because you can get a body scan, get your skin looked at,
Yeah.
you can check your cardio, your cardiovascular,
Mhm.
your neuro, your teeth, everything within 1 day, which would take what 6 months to a year in the US
Yep.
to get all of those done.
Yeah.
But they do all of that there and they
I
break down
know.
all your results.
Yes,
It's
so
insane.
in depth.
Yes.
And it's for like $5,000.
Dude, that's cheaper than having insurance here.
Oh, I know.
It's insane. Yeah.
Oh, I just saw it and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Another reason why I would
Yeah.
like to go to Turkey, the hot air balloons.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would just be so cool. But
Yeah. I'm down. Let's
yeah,
go.
fine. Fine. Let's stop the
Let's go
pod
get
and
some stuff
let's just
done.
book.
I might have some bandages on my nose when I come back. Mind your business. But
None of your business.
I'm gonna have a great time. Watch some photos. I'm gonna be healthy. I'm gonna know what's going on with my hormones when I get back
Yes,
to the
figure
States.
it all out.
And with a nicer nose.
Yes, your nose is great.
Thank
Nothing's
you,
wrong
thank
with
you.
it.
Thank you. There's always room for improvement.
Always. Always.
Who knows?
What's wrong with
Vincent,
your
did I
nose?
tell you Vincent went to Turkey and got a hair transplant?
Oh yes, I feel like you told me
Yes.
that.
So him, and he convinced, because this is what a salesman my boyfriend is, okay? So they give you like an additional like $500 off the procedure for each referral that you send. So he's like,
Oh my
how can I
gosh.
save extra money with this?
Yeah.
He convinced two of his friends. He's
Oh
like,
my
hey,
gosh.
I think you need a hair transplant. You should come with me to Turkey. It's a really great deal. So he convinced them, and they all went this guy trip to Turkey. The place where they booked their hair transplant with, they picked them up in this beautiful car from the airport. They all had their individual driver, took them to this beautiful resort where they were staying. They had amazing food. The next day had the procedure, took them back to the resort. They had a little spa thing where they can get their legs massaged, feet pedicured, things like that. And they were there for, healing for a couple days, and they ate, explored a little, with their little bandages on their they took selfies together. I seen those, which are hilarious. And then they were on the plane coming back to the US.
You know, the people in Turkey, they probably see all these Americans
Oh,
go
all the
over
time.
there and they're like,
All the time.
what's new? Another one just got this. Like, depending on the bandage, even the color, like, oh, I know exactly what they did.
Right.
Hair
right.
transplant.
Yes.
Nose job.
Yes.
Probably with rhinoplasty, I would say blue bandage is more just a little snip, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's insane. The things, I swear.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
So I want to get more into your story because you actually lived over in the Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
So how did that come about? How did you even, make that decision? Oh yeah, how did the opportunity come? Just like tell me all the things.
Yeah, so as a young American girl, like any young American girl, there was a guy that convinced me to go with him.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, it was a guy that I was dating, and I love this man. So he's like, "Hey, come stay with me. I have my own house in Jordan. You meet my family, everything." And I wasn't working at the time, and he was gonna take care of everything, and I left school, I was done with like college and stuff. So I'm like, me just being me, I love to just be different and kind of live life on the edge. And as I spoke to my mom about it, of course, she's like, absolutely not. Like at this time, I was about 21 when I left. So I was born 1990. So did the math. It was around a scary-ish time.
Yeah.
And so she's like, no, I'm very uncomfortable with you going. I'm like, look, mom, I'm going to be safe with people that live there, their whole lives, and that speak Arabic, and I'm going to be fine. Like I honestly felt like if I didn't go, I would be so upset.
Yeah.
By not going. Like I think our biggest regrets is always not our regrets themselves or like the things that we did do, it's the things that we didn't do.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm down, dude. A year? Let's do it.
Yeah.
So said bye to my friends, and I was just ready to explore the world. As a child, I grew up watching Travel Channel all the time, and my mom never really traveled. She's a single mom, so she always worked, and I was always with my grandparents. My grandmother traveled the world, and I seen pictures, and I would just look at all these pictures of her. I'm like, man, I cannot wait until I'm an adult and I can actually see the world.
Yeah.
Like I know it's much bigger than Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
So when this opportunity presented itself, I was like, let's do it. We booked our flights, and I was on the plane for the very first time as 21 years old, flying for about 20 hours total.
Oh gosh.
on the plane for the first time.
Yeah.
I literally had to drug myself. Like, I'm not even joking. So I went to the airport. I'm like, all right, I need a shot of some like vodka. And then I had like a little Bloody Mary. I was fine, had some food, got on the plane. And the really long flight, which I can't remember now where we landed for our next flight. I think from Phoenix we went from Phoenix to Heathrow.
Okay.
So we went to Heathrow first, and I took like a Unisom and I just knocked out like a little sleeping pill.
Yeah.
I knocked out, and that till this day I swear it helps.
Yeah.
I swear, long flights, take a little sleeping pill, and it helps like adjust your time and everything.
Oh.
So it was insane, and we were in Heathrow, stayed in Heathrow for about, I want to say about 2 weeks because we wanted just to explore.
Yep.
And London is amazing, London is
Oh,
just
yeah.
amazing. It reminds me a lot of Seattle, to be honest. Like, it's very like gloomy and rainy.
I could see the weather, yes.
That's what it reminds me of.
Okay.
But it's just beautiful. Like, it was my first time. I turned 21, and over there it didn't matter. Like, I could have been younger and still drink.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I need a party here. I'm going to go to the Middle East for the rest of the year, and they're not really big on drinking. So
yeah.
I'm gonna live it up in London for a little bit.
Yeah, where's the next pub?
Yeah.
Oh, it's literally right there.
Right.
Across the street from me.
Yeah. So got done there, then went to Jordan, Amman, and lived there. And it was insane. The biggest culture shock. And I will say that everyone there, as soon as they found out I was like American, girl, they were amazing and just so sweet, so
Yeah.
kind, and so giving. I had to be careful and stop giving people compliments. I'm like, oh my gosh, your brooch, like the little pin that they use on the hijabs.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. And she's like, oh, you like it? Here, take it, take it. Like, automatically just giving things to me. I'm like, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
They're like, no, please. And that's just the type of people that I was meeting over there.
Yeah.
And I immediately realized it was nothing like I thought from what TV was telling us or
Yep.
showing us.
Yeah.
And when I got there on TV, America looked insane. There was constantly shooting. You know what I mean? So like the media
Yes.
definitely manipulates us for sure. But I learned that at a very young age, and just being around that culture, the food, people, like, oh my gosh, Petra, like, gorgeous. The Jordan River, it was just beautiful, beautiful.
So, did you end up getting a job over there, or did you just kind of
Well,
do whatever you wanted?
yeah. So we did a lot of like family activities that year. There was a lot of weddings, so I think that's why he wanted to be there just for the whole year.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of weddings. His niece was having a graduation, so there's a lot of events going on with his family. I was very fortunate that I didn't have to work or anything like that. So he was very, how do I say, like, so he was a business owner, had a lot of his businesses back home in Arizona.
Yeah.
And so everything was already set in stone. Like, everything was planned, everything was already paid for. He had his own house there in Jordan.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting how they have the home set up. So at least this was his family. So the father, he lived at the very top of the building, and then each level was a different kid's house.
Oh.
So the family lived in like one whole building, and it was awesome. So every day we were having dinner in somebody else's house.
So kind of like an apartment complex
Yep.
type
Mhm.
looking because of the multiple levels.
Mhm.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh my gosh. And were they like so cool and like immaculate on the inside?
Oh yeah. We had maids and cooks and people like that to help maintain the houses and stuff.
Yeah.
And our maids were actually from the Philippines. And my
Aw.
maid, I was teaching her how to speak English, and
Aw.
she was teaching me some Arabic words, and it was really cool. And then I would hang out with all the girl cousins and stuff, and all the girls my age, we would go to the malls, we went to the movies.
Yeah.
It was just basic, just exploring, doing girl things. It was awesome.
I don't know why, but it's giving like Clueless vibes.
Right?
Yeah, you're not going to school or anything, but you're like just driving around with a car,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
going shopping.
Oh, driving I did not do.
Oh, okay.
Driving, I would not drive it. It was insane driving. They drove crazy over there. I did not do that. But the girls drove. The girls were able to drive out there. A lot of girls choose not to drive. I will say that.
Okay.
Yeah. And there are people out there that have multiple wives. And me being who I am, I was talking to the cousins. I'm like, what's your perspective on this? Like, would you want this? And how would you feel? She's like, oh, I would divorce him. And she's Muslim. She's like, oh, I would divorce him right away. There's no way that I would let my husband have another wife.
Yeah.
And so that was all coming from the majority of girls my age. Now the older women that have been with their husbands for multiple years and have children already that are like older, I feel like they have less of a say in the relationship, unfortunately, and they kind of have to deal with it. But his brother, so my ex at that time, his brother, and he was older, his oldest brother had 2 wives, and it was interesting dynamic. I would always ask, like, how does he split that? It's such an interesting thing. And he's like, well, if he spends X amount of time with this one, he has to spend the same X amount of time with that one. Everything has to be equal. If he buys this one a car, he has to buy this one a car. If this one goes shopping, this one has to go shopping. Like, everything has to be equal. That sounds expensive. But
oh my gosh,
it's insane. But they do have those situations, and I think it's dying out. A lot of my friends out there to this day, they're still like, no, absolutely not. But I think that aspect was more of like the older Muslim men. But I could be wrong. There could be some younger ones out there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But it's just insane. It was insane to see that.
And then did the wives like talk and like hang out, or was it completely separate?
Completely separate.
So how did that?
So one night, we went to dinner with the oldest brother and his wife at this house.
Yep.
And then the next night, we had dinner at the other wife's house. And she was younger, had younger babies. It was just, I felt so uncomfortable with it. And they don't talk. The wives don't talk.
Yeah.
They have nothing to do with each other. And even the oldest wife, her kids, because they're older, they don't respect their dad to an extent.
Yeah.
Because of that. But like, they'll lose respect. They still love their dad, of course.
Yes.
But they don't go around the other wife.
Yeah. So they don't even know like their siblings or anything?
I don't think so. I mean, I could be wrong. Who knows about the siblings? I know that they're babies at the time, like my perspective.
Yeah.
With that, they weren't really like spending time together, but who knows? When they got older, they probably did.
Oh my gosh.
I know. That was one of the biggest shocks for me.
Yeah.
And then a lot of my friends that were Muslim, they didn't wear the hijab.
Okay.
And it was really, it's actually a choice that they have of their own, if they want to wear the hijab or not. But I, out of respect, I went to a wedding. I wore a hijab out of respect for the family.
Yeah.
But other than that, I was never put in a situation where like, you have to wear this or you have to,
Yeah.
But it was a very welcoming situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you ever put in a position where you were forced to do something that you didn't agree with, or was it just very like easygoing and you were free to be who you are and believe what you believe in?
No, but I was in a situation with one of my friends out there, and we went to the movies, and then after the movies we went walking around the mall, and she started smoking a cigarette. And back then, everybody was smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Okay. And the cigarettes over there they're smoking was like the skinny long capris.
Okay.
Do you remember those? Have you ever seen them?
I know what you're talking about, but
yeah, so that's what they smoked out there, the little menthol skinny capris. So she pulled one out. She's like, "You want one?" I'm like, "No, I'm okay." And so she started smoking, and then a police officer came up and started talking to her in Arabic, and he's like, "La la la, no," and he just shoves his hand like and points out
Yeah.
towards the exit door, and she's like, "Come on, let's go to the bathroom." So we went to the bathroom, and she's like, "That motherfucker." She's like, "He wants to kick me out because I'm smoking a cigarette." I'm like, "What? You can't even smoke a cigarette?" I guess women cannot publicly smoke a cigarette,
Oh.
but the men can.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, excuse my language.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
This mother heifer. Yes,
The mother trucker.
this mother trucker. Isn't that crazy? So I guess there was some situations that I'm like, that's insane, you know.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, everybody was great. As an American, going into another country like the Middle East,
Mm-hmm.
it was very like I was very nervous, but in a good way. So I definitely wasn't like attracting that
Yeah.
type of energy. I was just very grateful and very respectful,
Mm-hmm.
and I went into that situation with that type of perspective, and that really helps
Yeah.
instead of looking things like negatively.
Yep.
So it was great. It was awesome. It was a beautiful experience, and that experience just unlocked this level of me. I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta continue doing this. Like, it just made me crave traveling even more so.
Yeah.
And I will say, towards the end, I was starting to get real like homesick.
Yeah.
It was tough towards the end. I was listening to Drake and Lil Wayne. I'm like, you guys know this stuff? I was missing my Drizzy out there.
You guys know them?
I know. You don't know about this area?
Let me show you.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yo. It was tough, man. But Drake saved me. Shout out Drake and Lil Wayne for keeping me stable out there.
Keeping those U.S. roots alive.
Right. Keeping me American.
American girl.
Yep. Man, it was crazy. So it was a beautiful trip. The food was amazing. They have amazing natural springs out there, and they really take care of their land.
Yeah.
They really have a lot of pride in their land, and they take care of it. They're respectful, and man, are they respectful. The children are so respectful.
Mm-hmm.
The culture is just so different, and it helped me actually be a better mother today because of it.
Yeah.
Like, these kids out there, if you walk into a room and there's people sitting down, and there's a kid sitting down and there's no seats, this kid will immediately stand up, force you to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of respect they have for their elders are insane.
Yeah.
If I was thirsty, you need water, you need this, like, you need tea, like, they would go get it.
Yeah.
They make tea for their parents and for their aunts and uncles. If you need medicine, they'll walk down to the pharmacy with their siblings, and they'll go pick it up and come back. They go grocery shopping for their moms and dads.
Oh my gosh.
It's insane. Yeah, and young. But they're very responsible. Very responsible out there. So that was awesome. And yeah. Then when I came back, I didn't there was a good period where I wasn't really traveling.
Yeah.
But it just remained in me, it was just like, oh,
Yeah.
it's like this itch that you have when you do it once.
Oh, I know. Yeah. You use that passport once and you're like, I need to do this all the time.
Dude, just looking at your passport, when you first receive that passport, I'll never forget the day when I received my passport. It's just a feeling of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
It's just another level unlocked of freedom that you're able to experience that not many Americans or people in this world get to experience.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I owe it to myself I need to explore and appreciate this world and gain perspective on others and cultures and food. Don't get me started on the food.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I stay in the gym.
Ugh, I get so mad at the food here. I'm like, why are we not like
Hmm.
Europe? Like, why can you go to Italy, spend a week there, and literally lose weight as you're eating heaps of pasta, pizza, and drinking wine? Like,
Yep.
how is that? How does that work?
Yeah.
I know.
It's
I want
insane.
to watch like every documentary on our food sources and be like, this is wrong, and just kind of be like that Karen. But then again, I'm
Have
like,
you heard of the term crunchy mom?
you're a crunchy mom.
I'm a crunchy mom, dude.
You're a crunchy mom.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
I crunchy mom hard.
Was that water okay for you, or did it need
Well, it was in a plastic,
electrolytes?
so
And
the
it
plastic bottles bother me, dude.
it was in plastic. I'm
It's
so
all good,
sorry.
but was it in heat?
It was not. Don't
So it's
worry.
fine.
The chemicals. No, don't worry. It was in the fridge. Promise.
Dude, I blame, our country. It's so scary what's in everything, but as far as like when you travel, you do feel the difference in your
Yeah.
body, in your system, in the water. You feel that difference, and when you come back home, you're like, wait, what has changed?
Yep.
What changed?
Mhm.
It's the food,
Yep.
it's the traveling. You walk everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Like here, Americans, we're very spoiled. Like we have our car, we can just jump in our car and go and park in front of somewhere, and we're
Yeah.
there. Over there, like we necessarily can't just drive and pull up somewhere. We have to walk majority of the
Yep.
time.
You have to use a transit system. Have to go out of your way to learn that.
Ride a bike.
Yep. I think that's one of the things I really truly enjoyed
Mhm.
when I was over there, and I came back to Phoenix and I'm like, oh, I have to drive everywhere. And especially for work, you know that. But
Mhm.
I'm not going to go and walk 4 blocks to the grocery store, especially in this heat.
It's not
No,
even enjoyable to walk around here.
I know.
Over there, you walk around and you're like, "Oh my gosh, what's this? Like this is beautiful. Look at this church. Look at
Yep.
this painting. Look at this sculpture."
Yeah.
And it's just so like beautiful. It's breathtaking walking around.
Yeah. It's definitely like in in real life art. Like it's not just a portrait or a painting. It's physical, it's 3D, it's right there, which is really insane. That's how I felt about Paris. It was just
Mhm.
like a piece of artwork all around you. Just the intricacies of the buildings and how they made everything and
Mhm.
just statues, and I don't know who had the time for that back in the day, but that must have taken forever. That
Right.
stuff is like, oh my gosh, it's just insane.
No, yeah,
It's
it is.
gorgeous.
And you gain so much appreciation for
Yes.
those things. It's insane. And after you experience that with the food and you see like they're not really big on like fitness and having all these gyms out there, but they
Yeah.
do make it a point to take morning strolls or to ride their bikes
Yep.
around the blocks.
Mhm.
When I was in Capri, oh my gosh, it was such a pain in the butt. By the way, if you go to Capri, pack light, okay? Because you're carrying everything and you're going up and down stairs and hills, and it is not the funnest. So pack light or be willing to pay somebody to transport your luggage because it's insane. But when I woke up, I remember just seeing women with their children in strollers. They're just talking and walking up and down the hill. They go down the hill, back up the hill, talking, but they're
Mhm.
getting exercise. They're getting the sun.
Yeah.
They're enjoying their time together, but they're making a point to be active. This
Yeah.
older man was going up and down these hills, and I'm like, dude, I would have been dying. And I'm in my early 30s, and you're over here in your 50s going up and down these hills in Capri.
Yeah.
What is in your coffee? Their coffee, I'm pretty sure they have crack in their coffee in Italy. It's insane.
Is it so good?
It's the best coffee, but I drink espresso home here at night after I have dinner, and if I had espresso over there after I had pizza and tiramisu, I'm like, oh, I'll be good. Drink it, dude. I was up all night editing photos. I'm like, what's wrong with me? I can't go back to sleep.
Oh my gosh.
It was horrible. I could not sleep at all, but it was so good. It's just rich. You know, the people there are rich. The food there is rich, fresh. It's amazing. And, you know,
Yeah. So you only spent a full year in Jordan. Where else have you been to? Have you been to other countries for like longer periods of time? Or has it just been like little stints here and there, like a vacation? So maybe like 10 days or something, not like 2 weeks and beyond.
yeah. So about 2 weeks, I'd go on vacations for about 2 weeks. I try to do 2 weeks at least
Okay.
when I go out of the country,
Mhm.
especially. There was a period where, I didn't travel and I had my kids, and when they were younger, I couldn't really
Yeah.
travel with them or alone, and it was just too much. But after they got older, and shout out to my mother, she's an amazing nanny, and she's always fighting me for my kids, and she's always wanting them. So she would take them for her weekend or a weekend and take like vacation from work, and she's like, hey, I'm going to be on vacation for like a week, can I have the kids? I'm like, well, as long as you take them to school, then yeah, that's fine. So I would take advantage and I would just book a flight somewhere. So I
Yeah.
started doing a lot of traveling within the states.
Yep.
I'd go to Miami, I went to Chicago, I went to Seattle, I went to, where else, Texas. I like to go to Texas a lot. I power lifted Texas, so I created the competitions that I would get into for powerlifting. I would make
Mhm.
sure to do out of state so I can
Okay.
travel out of state
Yeah.
and also compete there. So it was two stones, or one stone, two birds type of situation. So that was cool. But once I was done traveling within the states, went to Hawaii. I went to Florida multiple times. I think Florida was my favorite place because even though it's in the United States, there's certain parts of Florida, like little Havana, like you just don't feel like you're in the States.
Yeah.
Just like Hawaii.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Hawaii is like its own country.
Yep.
It's insane. So beautiful. Then I'm like, all right, I need to make it a point to start going out of the country.
Yeah.
Like I need to start doing this. And by the way, I didn't start traveling just because like my mom started taking the kids. I went through a horrible breakup with an ex, and I was so heartbroken. I didn't want to go to the clubs. I didn't want to start dating. I'm like, I'm going to travel the world. Screw this guy.
That's usually how it starts.
Yes.
I know. I had my friend Raina on. And she's like, my very first like solo vacation was just driving up the coast, going to Big Sur, because she lives in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, it was after a breakup. But then when I was gone for like however long she was gone, a month or so.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I'm so bad. I should like I pay attention to people, but I just do not remember intricate details sometimes. Okay.
That's okay.
She was gone for like 4 or 5 weeks, maybe even 6, and she was just touring Europe and all of that. And that was after a breakup as well.
Yeah.
So really, I don't think breakups are a bad thing for women.
No.
I think it just sparks something in us, and then the loser exes. I'm sorry to all my exes or whatever that may
Mm-hmm.
be. Nobody's a loser, but it just
Mm-hmm.
didn't work out.
Yeah.
So I think guys are just like, okay, cool, let me have a beer and hang out with my friends. Like girls take it to another level.
Dude, we get degrees. We can become doctors. we start traveling the world. We're making 6 figures.
We cut our hair.
Yep.
Like you
We
get
get
into
bangs.
yes, you get bangs and you
You
go
lose
on
weight.
a trip. Yes.
Your butt gets huge.
Oh my
The
gosh.
waist snatched. The
Oh.
face concord. What is it?
Glowing.
Concord? How did Concord? What did they call it?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, when they like snatch the face, they like contour. They
Contour, okay.
Concord.
Concord.
We'll take it. Whatever. You know
Yeah.
what I mean. But it's crazy. We just upgrade to another level.
Yeah. So where did you first go out of the country? And these were
Dude.
all by yourself, correct?
Like within the States, yeah. So I had friends that lived all these different places.
Yep.
And I'm like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? You're
Yeah.
free? All right, I'm gonna come visit, you
Yeah.
know? And it was amazing. When I went to go visit my friend in Portland, we went to a waterfall. Okay, we hiked. It was a very dangerous hike. Do not hike in the snow or when the snow is melting,
Yeah.
especially with Nikes. So that was
my
scary.
gosh.
So we're hiking and we go to a waterfall and you go into a hole behind the waterfall and you go to the other side.
Yeah.
And it was just the most beautiful hike, the most beautiful waterfall. And just doing all of these things alone and experiencing these places and the beauty of this earth, man, whatever that guy did to me was meaningless because I unlocked myself.
Yep.
Like this version of me, you did not hurt me, honey. Like I am rebuilding myself much stronger. I appreciate everything that led me to that point.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So I did travel a lot of these places alone. My best friend lived in Hawaii. I went out there with her, and when I travel, I do the most. I'm like, is there helicopter tours? Is there zip lining? Is there quad? Like, get me on all of these things. I'm like, I will not dive with the sharks. Okay, I don't mess with the ocean too much, but I will do paragliding, whatever, all that stuff.
I do love a good boat tour.
Yes,
Yes.
boat tours, please.
Glass of wine, you're
Please.
sitting on the boat and you
Yes.
just hang out and see all of the sights and it's so pretty.
Yes. And pro tip, always take some anti-nausea meds in your bag just in case.
Yep.
Always, no matter what, because you can't control that ocean and sometimes there's some waves and it'll get you. It will get you.
Just popping those pills in her bag, just ready, just in case.
Yep. Boat tours are amazing. But yeah, so shout out to you know who you are for my breakup. And we actually went back and forth for a few years of breaking up, getting back together. We broke up for like a year and then got back together. It was insane. It was very unhealthy. No, like this guy was not a bad guy at all. It was a great, you know, person.
Mm-hmm.
He just wasn't ready for the commitment, wasn't ready for the responsibility, and he just wasn't the one. You know, it was timing, all that good stuff. He lived in Detroit, so I went to Detroit multiple times to visit him, and that was awesome. Went skiing up there, and then we went to Canada. Drove to Canada, Toronto. It's a beautiful city.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. It's huge. It's like a melting pot of different cultures.
I heard Toronto is kind of like an Americanized version of a city for Canada.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
It was insane. And then I went to that, what is that tower? The CN Tower? That big one?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's called the CN Tower or something like that. It's the one that Drake has on his album with his little feet dangling on the edge. Drake, look at me talking about Drake again.
Oh my gosh.
The huge tower in Canada. So I went up to the top of that and it was insane just seeing that view in those buildings, and it was like never ending buildings. It was very gloomy that day.
Yeah.
But beautiful. And then went to like the main little city area in the middle and went ice skating. So that was beautiful as well. So just a lot of fun stuff, you know. Get yourself a good Tim Hortons coffee and you're good to go.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even go to Tim Hortons when I was there. No.
Oh,
it's the CN Tower.
The CN?
Yep, like C and an N.
Yeah, CN Tower. Yep. Yeah. That was right.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, that was amazing. It was fun. But we definitely love to travel a lot together. He met me when I was in Chicago. Broke up with him and went to Florida by myself for my birthday, and then that next day he surprised me there in the hotel lobby. Like, oh,
Oh my gosh.
interesting. So that was supposed to be a solo trip, but it wasn't. Then I went back to Florida, and that was a solo trip. And then I went back a couple times after that and just went to different parts. So I really love, my favorite part is probably Fort Lauderdale. I took my kids there.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. So that was amazing. I drove them. We went to Nobu in like Miami area,
Yeah.
and I drove them through all like the clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is where you don't want to be.
Oh my gosh.
Do not come here. So that was cool. They're like, what's going on over here? There's a fight. I'm like, no, look, we gotta go.
Oh my gosh.
We stayed in the cars. Doors were locked. It was interesting and fun. It's a good moment. Just me and the kids. But then me and ex got back together. I wanted to surprise him with a trip to Greece.
Okay.
And I booked this amazing trip to Greece, and we're going to end it in Athens and just see all the, the history and things. And it was my first time leaving the country since the Middle East, and
Yeah.
I was just so excited, like a big trip.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I did so much research looking at the areas, looking at the reviews, the activities, excursions, things like that. And we ended up breaking up. I didn't tell him about the trip for his birthday. He didn't know it was going to be a surprise. So we broke up.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, well, by the way, I guess I'm going on a girls' trip for your birthday.
Oh my goodness.
And he was it was funny. And and I took my sister-in-law at the time, and we went to Greece on a girls' trip. And it was the most fun trip that I took with just a girl, like a girls' trip, going to Greece. It was insane.
Yeah.
Insane. The boat cruise, beautiful. They cooked on the boat. They made pasta. They had seafood. They had wine that they made. Like insane. It was amazing. So we went to Santorini, and then from Santorini we went and partied in Mykonos for the weekend, and then back to Santorini, and then went to Athens. I went to Athens alone. She went to Switzerland. So,
Okay.
but rewind, started in Switzerland. We were only there for a day, one of those long layovers.
Yep.
But we did go and eat and enjoyed that.
Okay.
And then, yep, to Greece. And that was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. Girls' trip. Very interesting, dude. The people there, very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But I did learn that from Italy, different parts of Europe and Greece, just Europe in general, a lot of them speak French. French is a very common language.
Yeah.
Switzerland, all of those places. I'm like, dang, I need to learn some French.
I feel here like you need to learn Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
but that's so interesting that you say French over there. I feel like that's the same for Canada, like French
French.
and English.
Yep. They do speak a lot of French in Canada.
Yeah.
It's insane. Diana, my sister-in-law, she was able to actually get by. She can understand some French because it's similar to Spanish. I didn't even realize that.
Same with Italian. Like,
yep.
You understand it, but you can't speak it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Well, I already started with Spanish, and it's not. I don't know. Duolingo and I do it every night, but am I really learning something? No, I'm just trying to keep my streak alive. Okay?
Right. Right.
I'm also trying to learn chess on Duolingo as well.
I love Duolingo. Do you follow them on TikTok? They're hilarious.
No, I should.
You should. You should. I don't want to get off subject too much, but follow Duolingo on TikTok. Go look at their stuff. You'll have yourself a good laugh. It's a good knee slapper.
Oh my gosh, I'm a knee slapper.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
But as far as going to Europe and like going on a big trip for the first time in a very long time, I was able to pack like 25 outfits and 7 pairs of shoes with 1 carry-on and 1 backpack. Isn't that insane? I'm like freaking Houdini. I don't know how I did that.
You're nuts.
I
Like,
know.
that's crazy.
Dude, I know. I had to buy a suitcase coming back because I went shopping. I went crazy in Athens and I just bought so much stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I packed that way going to Santorini and Mykonos. Like, it made the trip really light and convenient.
Yeah.
But dude, having those sealed plastic bags.
Yes, I have those.
Remember when you went on that trip? I was
Yeah.
like, you need to buy these on Amazon.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
They're so
It's
good.
like my go-to when I'm traveling out of state or like traveling in general as far as like out of the country and you don't want to carry too much is having those bags,
Yep.
right? Getting the adapter for all countries.
Yep.
What else? A steam iron, a little steamer.
Oh, yep.
I had to have one of those because you don't know, like if you're in an Airbnb or hotel, whatever you're staying, like you don't know if they have something to de-wrinkle your clothes. And my
Yeah.
stuff has been sealed,
Yeah.
so I bought one of those little things, and it's amazing. It's called like Jack and Rose, and it has a little case with it, but it's really small, compact, and it was great.
Yeah.
Great. I always recommend that.
Okay.
And a good sleeping pill.
Your pills.
And a shot of vodka.
A shot of vodka.
You gotta have a shot of vodka.
Oh my gosh. Get tequila instead, not
Oh
vodka.
man.
Ugh.
If I drink tequila, it has to be a good, smooth tequila.
Okay, you are bougie.
I'm not bougie, man. It's just my taste buds,
Just
you know?
the taste
It's my
buds.
taste buds. I can taste it.
Bougie.
uh, but
Wait, so what do you think? What is your favorite country that you've ever been to?
that's so hard. People always ask me that. I'm like, oh, okay. So I've been to Canada. I've been to Italy. And when I say Italy, I'm like the main parts that everybody usually goes to: Rome, Florence, Capri, Positano. Uh, what is it? Venice. Venice was a pain in the butt. I love Venice. It's beautiful. Pain in the butt to get around. You gotta jump on the boat with your luggage or take the water taxi. It's insane. But anyways, and then Florence, and then Milan. Milan's beautiful. And then Jordan, Egypt. Oh man, and Greece, Athens. Out of all these places, man, each country has its own characteristic.
Yeah.
So if I want like a nice, just relaxing, romantic trip, I'd probably say Santorini. But if I want to just explore the city and get some art and enjoy the churches and all of that, I would probably say Rome and Florence.
Okay.
But and then also being a young adult traveling, like Mykonos is a great place to party.
Yeah.
It's a huge scene out there. It's very beach clubbish.
Okay. Yeah.
But I love the Middle East for the culture and the food. And it's hard to say that. I had some alone time to journal about my trip, and that's one thing that I do like to do. I know you like to journal as well.
Yes.
But I love to journal, especially when I'm traveling. I'm very like specific and detailed when I'm journaling because all these places that I'm experiencing, and I'm now 35, I want to just document everything and have something for my children to read when they're older and just spark that love for traveling and that appreciation for experiencing life. We all get caught up in the day-to-day routine, work, having to make this amount of money or having to have, dress like this and have a body like this and all those everyday stressors.
Yeah.
But it's so nice to just explore and appreciate the world as it is that we just don't do enough of that,
Yeah.
as wholes, as collectives. And so I had some amazing alone time in Athens. So I think just journaling at the at the, what is it, the Zeus's Olympian Stadium area.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was just breathtaking. I actually cried. Like, I have selfies with tears in my eyes because I could not imagine the life that I had led me to a place where I was actually able to financially provide these experiences for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And experiencing that alone as a single woman, a single mother, it is the most beautiful feeling that I pray that everyone gets to feel.
Yeah.
From just accomplishing that. It's just the amount of gratitude and prayers that day was beautiful. So that was a beautiful moment for me. But it's hard to say my favorite place.
Yeah.
It's hard. I loved Italy. I loved Italy. And if there's a place out of all those places I've been to that I could see myself like living, it would be Italy, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when are you gonna get married there? When am I invited? When are you gonna buy a house so I can come and visit you?
Yes, next year actually. So he hasn't proposed yet, okay? But we're already planning like weddings and things like that, and so we've already looked at some venues, and we want to get married in Lake Como in Italy, and you're invited.
Fine, I'll be there.
Fine. Okay.
I'll find a +1.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, can you meet? Don't worry, I don't have him yet, but he might be on the street right before I go to the wedding.
Yes. Dude, I want to be there for at least like 2 to 3 weeks with all my friends and family. We want to rent this huge house, and we've seen this house that had 30 rooms, and we want to just rent it for everybody for a week at least for the bridal party and just the guests and
Yeah.
just a wedding party, we want to take care of that for everybody so they don't have to. We realize it's expensive, and doing destination weddings are kind of like, some people think it's like kind of selfish, but at the same time, like, you're the one getting married.
Yeah.
You're the one paying. This is our memories. We have a love for travel. Like,
It's just who you guys are as a
right.
couple, and it embodies your.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I would love for just my friends and family to experience that with me and together, and just travel and hang out in Europe and party before we do.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
who knows? What's gonna happen? But it's very exciting stuff. We discussed this. At first, he was like, "What? That's gonna be crazy expensive." And then once he was talking to some of his business partners and some people that he works with, he's like, "Oh yeah, dude. We wish we would have did a destination party because it probably would have been a lot expensive, a lot less expensive, and we would have definitely remembered it a lot more because a lot of people like spend so much money on these huge weddings, and then they don't get to enjoy the food. They don't get to talk to everybody that came.
Yeah.
And it's just a big party for everybody else.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have something intimate, 30 people max. I think it would be beautiful.
And
So
I'm one of the 30?
yes, you are.
Okay, good, because I would crash anyways.
You're like, oh hey, I know 70.
Laboda.
Yeah, Sabota.
Sorry, I shouldn't say your last
No,
name.
it's okay.
But...
It's okay.
Oh,
I have my
gosh.
last name on my socials.
Laboda, it's me.
Yeah.
We worked together at one point. We're friends,
Yeah,
remember?
you remember me. She knows me. Come on, guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So super excited about that. He hasn't proposed, and I think we're waiting and trying to. I'm giving him time to plan because I'm like, don't propose if it's not like cute.
Oh my gosh.
I'm such a brat. No, but we are going to Hawaii next week.
Oh.
I know. So his uncle has a beautiful house out there, huge, beautiful house, and they have a private beach and everything.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna go visit them and relax and do all the things.
Wait, are you bringing the kids or?
No, we're not taking the kids this time. Next time we are. I think we want to get a feel of everything. It's gonna be like an adult trip too because I think his uncle planned like golf and plan some adult activities that the
Yeah.
little ones can't really do.
Yeah.
And then we'll definitely bring the kids out next time. So we
Yeah.
might be going out there for holidays and stuff.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah,
That'll be a
super
lot of fun.
excited.
Yeah.
Super excited about that. So we'll see. Some friends are like, "Is he proposing on this trip?" I'm like, "No, I'm sure he's not, but we'll see." Like, I'll get my nails done just in case.
Oh my gosh. We should have done a video so that you can see that facial expression. I don't know, but
I know, right? Oh my
Oh,
goodness. But yes, next year definitely though we want to be married by next year for sure.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, super excited. And I'm very blessed to have found somebody that has a love of traveling like I do.
Yeah.
But he is a lot more financially reserved than I am. So I'm like, can we go to Bali for my birthday? He's like, wait, you want to pay for a wedding and go to Bali? And he's like, Stephanie, chill. We still have to get ready for like Japan and prepare for that. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, fine. I'm really
My
bad.
gosh.
I know. I'm really bad like that. Like if you were to tell me like, hey, I got this really good deal. Can you come with me on this trip? I'm like, hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Like I am just like that, you know, and he's more like, can you though? I'm like,
Shouldn't we think about this?
right. I'm like, ugh, it drives me nuts, but I need that, you know.
Yeah.
He keeps me grounded.
You poor
I
unfortunate
know.
soul.
I know, right? I get so mad. But no, he's great. He's great. He has a love of traveling like I do. He came with me to Europe to Italy,
Yeah.
and that was amazing. So I just this past week I made homemade pasta because of my inspirations from out in Italy, you know,
Yeah.
just learning how to make pasta out there and all those things. Like it's great to take all those back home. You have to do those excursions. You have to have those experiences so you can come back and just add those little things to your day-to-day life.
Yeah.
You know, it's a beautiful thing to do. I also love to shop in Europe. Ooh. It's pretty bad. But you won't catch me at the Louis Vuitton in Scottsdale Fashion Square. I'm sorry. I will not pay full price for those
Yeah.
purses. It's only in Europe I will buy those things.
Oh my gosh. Do you think that your fashion gets better the more that you travel?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Same. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking
Yes.
about that today.
Yes.
Because I have to start like thinking about my outfits and packing for
Mhm.
Europe next month. And I'm like, oh gosh, I think I need to go shopping again or
Dude, it's fun to shop for trips. Like it's
yeah.
fun to shop for trips when you're going out of the country cuz you're able to just express yourself, but also like you want to blend in with the
Yes.
culture, and it's just amazing to do. And you realize how conservative other countries are,
Yeah.
and I love it. I love simplicity. I love dressing very
Yeah.
conservatively.
Yep. In the capstone closet and
Mhm.
or capsule closet.
Mm,
I think it's a capsule.
is
Capsule
it
not a capstone. Capsule
capsule?
closet.
What is that?
Basically, you everything is very simple and like simple
Mm.
colors, and you can mix and match outfits instead of being like, oh, I have this leopard print shirt that can only be matched with these jeans
Oh,
or
okay, I
whatever.
see.
So it's like a very versatile wardrobe where you
Mm,
can mix and match your outfits to make multiple outfits.
I see.
Yeah.
That word that you said, versatile,
Yep.
I love that word. That's my favorite word.
That's your favorite word.
I swear. I swear. Dude, I will be in Hawaii and I'm wearing a bandana on my head with this white bikini, just feeling good and looking like I'm like Puerto Rican.
Yep.
Puerto Rican. And then I'll be in Europe looking like I'm straight Italian, like I've never left.
Yep.
I swear. I love being versatile. And in New York also. I love New York fashion.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
loved it. Love New York.
yeah.
We also went to New York.
Mhm.
That was our very first trip together. I was actually going alone to New York, and we barely started dating at this time. And I was going to New York just to go see Andrew Schultz. in concert at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
And he's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go so bad to go see him, and I was gonna go alone. And when I told him at dinner, he's like, "Wait, you're going to New York alone?" I'm like, "Yeah. What's wrong with that?" And it's not the safest place to go as a woman. Let me look at my schedule. And I'm like, well, you don't, whoa. Calm down there. Settle down, bud. And we started talking and discussing about it. I'm like, sure, dude, I would love for you to come. So he had me cancel my tickets, resell them. He's like, we're not sitting there. We're getting floor seats. I'm like, listen here, buddy. I loved my little section seats, okay?
Yeah.
Don't be a jerk. So I was all offended. I worked hard for that. And so we got floor seats, and I wasn't mad at that. And we went to New York, and this man, let me tell you, from somebody that travels and plans every little thing, and I'm not very big on like itinerary. Like, I'm not the type to be like, okay, from here to here, we're doing this and this, and then we're doing this today and this tomorrow. And I don't like doing too much of that. Yes. I love to go with the flow. I like to plan excursions here and there, but I give myself free time to enjoy the city.
Yes, and you never know where you're going to end up.
Right, or the people that you meet.
Yes.
You might meet a great group of people from another country or that is also traveling from the States.
Yeah.
And you guys can just go do things together. I've done that multiple times, and I love that. And I'm not like, I'm sorry, I have to be back over here at this time. No, that's the beauty of traveling, is meeting the people that you travel.
I know, and having friends along the way.
Friends along the way. Exactly. So yeah, we went to New York, and I did not have to plan anything for once, and it was very nice.
That's really nice.
He planned everything, and I'm like, all right. And I just took his hand and I let him lead, and it was a very beautiful feeling. And we went to a Yankees game. He knows that, yes, and I love going to baseball stadiums. When I went to Chicago, I had to go to Wrigley Field.
Yep.
So I had to do it, and I'm a Yankees fan, and I'm also a Cubs fan. I know that doesn't make sense, but I think I'm just a fan of sport and traveling and going to different MLB.
Yeah. MLB.
MLB. There you go. MLB. See, I know sports.
I'm such a fan of sports.
I am a fan of sports. MLB. NBL. Not NBA.
Oh my God.
Anyways, okay. Whatever, dude. So we went to Yankees game. Not only did we go to Yankees game, but he bought me a Yankees jersey before the trip. And he's like, by the way, I got this jersey for you. We're going to a Yankees game. I'm like, what? So sick. So he did that. He also knows I'm a Harry Potter fan, and he took me to go see Harry Potter in theater. And that was amazing. I got to go see Harry Potter. Yes, I did. I was very happy. And by the way, I have a plant, and his name is Slytherin. So cute. Anyways, and Draco. I have a plant, Slytherin and Draco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but big Harry Potter fan. I'm a big on that, right?
Yeah.
And so he planned all these things, and we've seen his cousin. She does Broadway out there, so we planned dinner with her. And we went to, I want to say we went, where else did we go? We went to the Empire State Building. Empire State Building, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Went there, and Madison Square. And then there's also a different area where there's ice skating. I forget what that's called.
Rockefeller Center?
Yes, we went there. So that was cool. And then the 9/11 Memorial, that was beautiful. What they did over there is gorgeous. So I took the initiative and planned a helicopter tour for him around the Statue of Liberty and then into the city. And I wanted to surprise him with that since he took control. Like, well, I can do one thing at least.
Yeah.
So we did that, and man, is that city huge. It's crazy. It's crazy. It is crazy. And the Statue of Liberty looked so tiny in the little helicopter. But it was all great things. And I knew I was able to put up with him for more than 3 days, and he passed the test.
That's great.
Right.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Oh, I love that. So if I ask you what your piece of advice would be for people who want to travel, or just stepping out of that comfort zone to even try something new by themselves, Would you say just get yourself a Vincent, or what would you say? Because that's what I'm getting at right now. Like, oh, maybe I need a Vincent in my life.
Right.
But in all seriousness, what would you say? What's your piece of advice?
Yeah, so I would say look into doing a retreat. Retreats are a nice way of edging yourself into that realm of doing something uncomfortable, but with a collective, with other individuals that are doing the same. So, doing a retreat is a beautiful way of doing that. Also, if you know anybody that's traveling, talk to them for advice, talk to them, get with a friend and see if they're willing to get out of their comfort zone and just book a
Hmm?
trip and don't wait until, oh, I have to lose this amount of pounds, or I want to look like this in order to go to Florida or to Europe. I have to wait for my life savings to hit or to retire. Like, don't wait.
Yeah.
Do not wait. Just go and do it, and the reward is just amazing. Nothing else will just give you so much perspective in life than traveling and seeing the world and admiring other cultures. And
Hmm.
don't wait. I was in Athens, and I remember at the Colosseum,
Hmm.
not the Colosseum, it was
No,
at
it
the
was the Parthenon.
Acropolis. I was at the Acropolis, and I was looking around, and at the time, still in my early 30s, and I was watching these tour guides, and these older couples were struggling walking around.
Yeah.
They were having a hard time, and people were having to help them, and there's a lot of cobblestones, and one maybe fell, and it was a struggle. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, what a blessing it is that I'm here at this young age where I can travel the whole city in one day and not get
Yeah.
so tired.
Yeah.
I'm actually able to do all these things because I'm young enough and I have that energy to do it. So don't wait, you
Yeah.
know? That's it. Don't wait. Just do it. Like Nike. Oh, I can't say that. Is that not a good thing to say?
Ignite?
Like Nike? Nike? Like Nike? Just do it?
Oh, Nike, just do it?
Yeah, they get us.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, it's all good. I have no idea.
Nope. I think we're good with that one.
Nice. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
On that note, be financially responsible. Just because we say do it, think about your money as well. But don't hold yourself to, I have to get so much in the bank at this time. There are cheap ways to travel.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely do your research and hit the buy button. Literally.
Book it. Book
Just
that
book it.
flight.
Yep.
The date will come and you'll be forced to get on that plane.
If not, and you still want the trip to go through, please let me know because I will take a free trip anytime. Thank you. Those Sky Miles are waiting for me.
Yes. That's another one.
Yeah.
I didn't even touch on that.
Oh,
Traveling for free
oh,
with your credit
for
cards.
free?
Build up, get a good credit card with miles. You can,
Yep.
retrieve or receive a lot of miles on, and you'll be able to fly for free. I went to Europe multiple times for free with all my points.
Yeah.
You can do it.
There are ways to work around the system.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Stephanie.
You're welcome.
It's,
Thank you for having
of
me.
course, it's been so much fun. Thank you for sharing your story.
Yes, I'm like soaked into your couch right now. Her couches are very comfortable. I think I'm gonna take a little nap.
It's a good nap spot.
I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for
You're
having me.
welcome. Of course. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for joining me on this leg of the journey. If today's story made you smile, think, or dream a little bigger, share it with a friend. And don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss an episode. You can find more travel moments and behind the scenes stories on Instagram at Friends Along the Way Pod. Until next time, safe travels, say yes, book the ticket, and keep making friends along the way.